All right, guys, OJ here. I have another crappy audio video for you guys just because, once again, I'm still on my little breaky break using a different mic, different room in his house. So, yeah, you're going to have to just deal with this for now, but I have to talk about a few different things because maybe, I don't know, I'm recording this early. There might be a Nintendo Direct, there might not be. But if there is one, I wanted to get my predictions out because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to cover the show live or cover it right as it happens or whatever the case is, just because I'm still on my breaky. So I'm taking some preemptive actions. But anyway, before we get into any of that, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're someone new, and also click the notification bell to get my videos first with, trust me, much better audio quality. If you're new, just go watch the older videos. But yeah, that'll be back later. But let's go ahead and get into this. I have a few different predictions if there's a Nintendo Direct sometime in September, this week, today, tomorrow, who knows. Or if you've already seen it, you can go back and see my predictions if they were right or not. So anyway, let's hop into it here. We're starting off first. I think that there's going to be a new Kirby game. But the big question with this is it going to be a 2D game or a 3D game? Now, most of the games recently have been 2D. So the last one, which was Kirby Star Allies, we know that the Kirby team is making a new Kirby game because they stated that they are. So we know one is coming. It's been 3+ years since Star Allies, and I would guess that they want to get back to what they did with the 3DS games. So that would be the Planet Robobot and Triple Deluxe. Those were fantastic, reviewed well, sold well. So if they're going to go with the 2D route, they're going to probably do that. Now the 3D route, that would obviously take a bit more time. So maybe that's what's taking so much time at this point, because they are moving to a 3D gameplay perspective and kind of adding in new ideas in the Kirby universe. Maybe this is going to be a bit bigger project than the previous Kirby games, with Star Allies being the last major Switch release. So you never know with it, but I'm excited. If it's like Triple Deluxe or like Planet Robobot, cool, if it has that theme in terms of what they're going for, or if they try something new with a 3D Kirby game, that is also cool too. I am down for whatever when it comes to Kirby. Now next up is some sort of Square Enix reboots, revitalization, something like that, because we saw that leak list in terms of things, and yeah, there was some Final Fantasy Tactics action, there was some Final Fantasy IX remake action, there was some Chrono Cross remaster action. So maybe there's something else. And pretty much every year at a Nintendo Direct or presentation since the Switch has been revealed, right, there has been a Square Enix presence at Nintendo Directs every year, whether it was Octopath Traveler or Project Triangle Strategy or Trials of Mana. Nintendo and Square Enix always link up together for reboots and the remasters and like the Bravely Default style games, the old school Final Fantasies, just a bunch of stuff like that. So I do see that continuing. If there is a Direct with some type of reboot, remaster, old school game coming to Nintendo Switch, something like that. So we know that's probably going to happen at some point. Hopefully it's the Chrono Cross stuff. I would really like Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger. That would be dope on the Nintendo Switch. Next up is a Bayonetta 3 update. So this has been so interesting hearing what the voice actor said recently, saying that she's not sure about reprising her role. Then there's also stuff going on with Platinum Games saying that everything's okay and that they want to show the game, but it's not up to them. Then people saying that they're lying because of Babylon's Fall or whatever. I mean, people are just all over the place when it comes to it. But here's what I do know. When it's ready to be shown, it'll be shown, and hopefully we get some type of update, because they did state, I think it was the year that Astral Chain launched, so 2019, they said, hey, I know, you guys want to know about Bayonetta, but we have this game first. So I'm guessing that it's pretty much prepped. It's almost ready to go, and I'll probably launch next year. I'm guessing next year. So we'll see what they have for us if there is an update on Bayonetta 3. But I've been predicting it now for like 2 to 3 straight years. So I guess I should just keep going down at this point. But anyway, moving on to the next thing here, guys. I think that there's going to be a little bit more on SMT5, brand new trailer, and potentially, which also came out in a rumor, of an amiibo for SMT, and I could definitely see that because we got Monster Hunter amiibos, we got Monster Hunter Stories 2 amiibos, Rise amiibos, we got all sorts of stuff We've got Shovel Knight amiibos. There's always third-party collaborations with amiibo, so I could definitely see, especially with how big this game, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is, I can see them partnering with Nintendo for the Nahobino amiibo. And right now, SMT5 is like the #1 most anticipated Famitsu game, or it's hovering around there, kind of going in back and forth. So there's a lot of excitement, anticipation for SMT5, the first console HD mainline SMT game, right? When it comes to HD modern consoles, it's the first one. So I think people are very excited for that. So maybe we see an amiibo, and yeah, I think it could be pretty cool. Next up, Metroid Prime 4 tease. Now, I'm always a little bit skeptical when I say anything about Metroid Prime 4, but I think this could be a hybrid. It could be a tease of Metroid Prime 4, or it could be something on Metroid Prime Trilogy HD, which has been rumored now for multiple years at this point. I think they can say, hey, look at this new trailer, or look at this new thing for Metroid Dread, and then, oh, there's also this. And maybe they say coming 2021 or whatever the case is, or the next reveal date for something. I'm not really sure, but either way, I think they want to bring back the Metroid hype. They want to bring back the Metroid flow, and Metroid Dread is a good starter, which could, I would just say, snowball into an explosion of the Metroid franchise if Metroid Prime 4 is extremely good. So I think that they can lead into that. Now, next up after this is a new Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. Now, I know most people probably expect Nintendo to not have anything else with this, and I'm not 100% on it, but I do think that they could just show us a new trailer showing off some new abilities or showing off some different things, because while that first, or more like second trailer for the game that they showed off at E3 was very short, there was a lot of hidden details in there that Nintendo could easily take a slice of whatever aspect that they were looking at and make a whole trailer out of that, and just show more of that surrounding area and cut it and edit it to where it looks like it's more than it actually is, because they're very good at that when it comes to Zelda. That minute something trailer just gave us a lot of different information, even though it wasn't that long. So I can see them doing something like that again, and maybe, just maybe, even revealing the actual subtitled name. I mean, I know that they said that they didn't want to talk about it because it can give away some of the details of the game, and they might want to wait for next year for that, but maybe they actually have a bit more to talk about when it comes to Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. And for my final prediction, this is going to be something that's been rumored for a little bit now, and that is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I think it's happening. Takahashi and team have been working super hard on this. I know there's something on there. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was the most successful Monolith Soft game of all time. It's the best-selling Xenoblade game of all time. It made them a ton of money when it comes to what they're bringing in, along with Torn of the Golden Country and also Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. So I do feel that Nintendo wants to get this done when it comes to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I do feel that this is going to be the big reveal for sometime next year. Now, I don't know when it will come, just because Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you know, that came at the end December, so maybe they want to slot 3 in the same thing, or maybe they actually want to put it somewhere else. And sorry if you hear some background noise, guys. Once again, crappy mic, and also the air is really close on the other side of my house, so yeah, you might be able to hear that, but that's not the point. The point is this video right here, all right? That's the point. The point is this video and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That's the point. So I think that Nintendo might want to get it out a bit sooner. Maybe it's a summer game or so, or maybe it's a first half game, or it's a mid-year type of game. But either way, whenever they do decide to get it out, I think this is going to be the true test of what Xenoblade can actually reach. Can it hit that 3 million threshold that Fire Emblem got to? Can it get to those levels? Or will it stay in the 1 million to 2 million range? I personally feel with the install base of the Switch, with the hype of Pyra, Mythra, and Super Smash Bros., with just the momentum the series does have and people wanting to pick up the games, I do feel that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 becomes more of that major franchise for Nintendo, where they can rely upon 3 million plus sales when they have a good install base with their system. So I think that this game gets it done, but we're going to have to wait and see on all of these. And I have other predictions as well, but for right now, we're just going to go ahead and leave it right here. But what are your predictions for a Nintendo Direct if one has already been announced or if it's going to come sometime soon. What do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't done so. Hit that subscribe button if you are someone new. And also make sure you check out the link in the description to support the channel, to become a channel member. It does get you cool perks, rewards, and benefits. So I do appreciate all of the people that we do have signed up for that. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next one. Peace.